Hug yourself. You deserve it. All right. So breathe in on 4, out on 8. Ready? And out on a shh. All right. Breathe in. And again. All right. Breathe in on 4, out on 12. Ready? Go. All right, in on 4, out on 16. Ready, go. All right. Let's go over to the piano. Let's do some. Oh man, there's like a little space here. All right. Let's start on music. Let's go. Ming, 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 and
Ming, 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 ming. Ming, 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 ming. Ming, 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 ming.
and make sure when you do that to make it nice and forward. Ming, 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 and keep the breath moving along. All right, ready.
Ming, 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 ming. 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 Ming, 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 ming.
Right, add a little bit of spin to it now. Go ming, 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 ming at the bottom note, all right? And let's just go to here.
Ming, 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 ming. Ming, 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 ming. Ming, 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 ming.
All right. So let's go back to and go see. So try and connect to the phrase. Keep the C forward and then move to ah and keep that forward and move it along. All right. Ready, go. All right, a little more connectedness between the C and the yaw, so the so and the do. See. Let's try it again, all right? All right, let's go back to. All right, let's start into it. Listen. Where is everyone?
It's only 2 people.
Where could they be? Who's gonna sing soprano for me? Who has a high A class?
I can see.
You have an A class? I know it's
Cozy.
it's nice and cozy back there. What about you? What about you? Oh.
Oh,
at the second system, third measure right at the gospel. I'm going to be doing gospel. And maybe taking a little bit of that rubato there. All right, right on the gospel. Can you just have the chord?
Oh, yeah.
Gospel.
Do that again. So you've hit on one of the easiest tricks toward romantic style phrasing, or destroying the meter, and that is make beat 3 more important than beat 1. Because it implies, and first of all, it gets rid of beat 1. And second of all, it implies that you're going somewhere else through beat 1 to beat 3, and then you're taking away beat 1 again. So, do that again and think about how 3 functions. We see this all the time where composers make 3 more important than 1. It's not accidental.
Try to do like a bow.
Yeah, maybe, except you might want an ictus on that. It probably is more like bum, dee. If you go like this, people will smear it.
Okay.
And the orchestral conductor likes to conduct that way, but singers don't respond.
All right, right on the gospel again.
The sort of micro phrase of it, okay? So now, what can you do with the tempo in that more than you are right now? Push yourself on the tempo and see what you can. You want to see an example?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Everybody sing. I really like it or not, but it's something. It's something, right? And I mean, if I was working with chamber chord right now, I would do it again. I'd probably give you some sort of bogus instruction on something I wanted you to fix, which is sort of true, but it wasn't the reason I'm doing it again. And I would be working out that phrase, because even though I may work on the phrases in my office, it doesn't work in real life. There's a difference between planning and a camping trip and actually doing it, right? And when you're out there, things happen differently, right? And so you have to improvise. And so I'm always, with chamber choir, I'm always trying to work out what actually is true. It strikes me as true, organically authentic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you're doing right now. This is what I want you guys to try to do on the second round through, is experiment. You know, find truth. And we don't have to agree, and the singers don't always have to think, yeah, that was perfect. That's exactly how I would do it, because that doesn't work in life. Here we go. You got a couple more minutes.
All right.
Beat 1, but do you remember my thing on the board? The first level is text accent, right? The second level is crescendo decrescendo. The third level is speed up, slow down. And the fourth level, you remember what the fourth level was? Big phrase. Like maybe the whole piece. Like how all the phrases connect to each other, right? I mean, if you think of your body really quick, you know, you might think of one little piece as being like text accent, and maybe the whole hand is sort of the phrase, or the speeding up, slowing down, rubato, or whatever, or the arm. But it's the whole body that makes up the piece that is one idea on how everything connects. You know what I'm saying?
So how does the phrase that you just finished, the one we worked on, connect to the B section? It's not a new section. It's the same piece, right? Think about that. Start bull.
So the beginning.
No.
Oh.
Ghost
Oh,
bull.
go
Sorry.
for it. Okay.
All right, good job. You're doing some interesting things. Well done. And one clap.
Do the
Are you going to do it? You do it.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that didn't
okay.
work very good. Try that again.
1, 2, 3. One,
Molly's not happy with our one clap, so she's going to try to work on
really
it.
get it together.
I never had with Molly, so.
All right, Lolita.
Lo pusiste. So I don't know if anybody has like told you what the translation is, but it is, this place was made by God, a priceless sacrament. It is without reproach. So it's kind of the idea of what it's.
Talking about Benton Hall.
No, oh yeah.
Est.
All right,
Okay.
Lolita did this in 2, and I like that, although it's difficult to conduct in 2, okay? And so, have a seat, everybody, so give them a chance to sit down for a few minutes. So, no, it's not bad, it's good. So, 2 things. Number 1 is remember that the same principles that you don't come down until after the end of the beat is done is true, even when it's a really long beat. So that means you have to pull on the beat a long time. Give me the chord. Everybody sing. And so you see how long I wait before I go down. That's really, really important. That's number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 is there'll be sometimes I think, and you did already, in which you don't want to be in 2. You want to subdivide, and you should feel where that is, and you should do that because the piece is in 4. But the principle of which pattern to choose is always in effect, and that is, you remember the rule? I think I've told it to you. Never conduct a piece in 8 that you can do in 4, and never do a piece in 4 that you can do in 2, and never do a piece in 2 that you can do in 1, and never do a piece in 6 that you can't do in 2, or don't, you know what I'm saying? You always, because, conductors who get caught doing this, that's impossible to make music, right? Interestingly enough, the band world feels the opposite about this somewhat. They like, when in doubt, they make more iktide. So, that's fine. I think there's positives and negatives to that, but it's not our business to tell them. But you'll notice that sometimes, whereas I really tried to conduct larger beats in the Mesalanka, Dr. Chapman, he's, you know what I mean? And so I think it just reflects the more beat-oriented kind of aesthetic of the band people. Okay, so those 2 things in mind. You want a third thing?
Sure.
Third thing is, think about text accent more, right? So what's the word? Locus iste, right? Especially, the word like Deo, Adeo, Factus, Adeo. I think the text accent works really well in 2 on this piece. And I've often done it mostly in 2. Here we go, right at the beginning. You want them to stand?
Yes.
It's okay. I just don't like people to stand when I'm talking. Okay, how do you make text accent? What is the way that you show it? You crescendo before it. Remember, text accent is done by the previous note that's unaccented crescendoing, and the note that is accented decrescendoing. Did you get that?
Yes.
I thought this was counterintuitive until Chris told me that's how they do it in the band world too. I had no idea. Okay, so this is what this looks like. Watch and. Right? So when you want to have a bigger note, that means you do more of this before it happens. And by the time it happens, it's over. There's not much you can do, right? Here we That's musical. So what number of things have we got in the terms of romantic music? We've got 1, right? Sort of. Okay, what was the second one? Text accent. That's one she did. So the second one is dynamics. Okay, she's kind of doing that by not accenting locus. The low is okay. But think about where the dynamics are right now and really work on that. Use the dynamics they put in here as guides. But it's not the final authority because it's the romantics and they bleed. There you go. Yeah. All right. Follow your own markings. There we go. But the Romantics would have believed that as a conductor, you get to really decide because they think that music is autobiographical. And as a conductor, we're following your biography here a little bit. Nice. Let me ask you a question. When we go locus iste ade, do we decrescendo before the third measure, or do we crescendo into the third measure?
I would say actually push in the third measure and then start decrescendoing on the fourth.
So the phrase is like this over 4 bars?
Yeah.
It's not a 2-bar phrase, it's a 4-bar phrase? Yeah, I agree. I think 2-bar phrases get a little pedantic. So you might use your left hand a little bit there. Go. Because that's where people are going to want to fall back a little bit like we did. And you might use your left hand to like encourage that. And if we don't do it, you stop and go, no, don't decrescendo there, crescendo there. So we conduct first and then yell second, right? Nobody likes a conductor that conducts it one way and then stops and yells at everyone for singing it the way they conducted it, right? Because you're like, I was following you. And then they just eventually ignore you and look away. Here we go. Well done. Let's go to the next person. So we did crescendo, we did textexen. What's the third one? Speed up, slow down. Not a lot of that yet. Yeah, so next time we want to do speed up, slow down, and I want you to think about how the phrases connect together to make the whole piece. All right, number 3.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, thank you, Mom.
Nice.
I wish you could turn this around when you conduct, so I could like watch.
You know what? People have often said that, and that's a good point.
Because you always do things, and
I
like in the
know.
video you can hear that you're doing things, but we can't see you doing
Yeah,
them.
that's a good point.
Or you just go.
Alright, take out Nachtigall.
Ooh, see now.
Has anybody heard this piece before?
Except for singing.
Good.
Did we?
No,
I
we
thought
haven't
we
sung
sang
this
that.
yet. We did that one.
No,
So
so
the
we sang this
translation-
last time. Really?
I think that's someone
The translation is the nightingale, she was away. The spring lures her again. What new has she not learned? So she hasn't learned anything new. Sings old love songs. Love songs. That's really good. Go ahead, stand up. Good morning. No.
Are you in 1?
No.
Are you in 3?
3.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to take it slow.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
fine.
okay?
Yeah, of course it's okay. Are you
Okay.
kidding?
This
First
song is
time
really
through, I
hard.
think 3 is great. I thought you were in 1, and that's why I was confused. Did you think she was in 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay. My
So that's
fault.
the issue.
I
No,
was
no, no.
3.
Not your fault. It just explains why it
Okay.
wasn't working.
That's true.
So just swing away.
Okay. I didn't move my hands. Can I start over?
Yeah, of course. Just keep going. Just keep going. You're fine. Just keep.
Second system.
It's the first time we're singing it, so we're
Dare fruiting. Oh, sorry, that's my fault.
Or the
Dare You guys did a good job. I did not, so.
So, Laura, I think that you wanted to do a lot of things with it, and we weren't able to do it the first time through.
That's okay. This is not an easy piece.
I know. So you got a little impatient with yourselves. So don't do that. Yeah, go to your favorite spot and work on it.
Let's start with the losing my voice too. So I just
Why not, right?
Sopranos and altos, please. And listen to your intervals. They're really beautiful. If anything, listen to your intervals. Where?
So can I say one more thing? Is I've been guilty this many times is when I've done a lot of study on a piece, which you've done, and you really internalize it, right?
Yeah.
And I forget sometimes that the choir has never sung it before because I
Yep.
know it so well, right?
I was like halfway through. I was like, oh wait, they have not sung this, Laura. Come on.
Right. So I've done the same thing myself. So go to your favorite spot. Rehearse.
Beginning. The guys can sit down, or the bottom two parts can sit down.
So tell me what you want to happen there.
Okay, I just want a little pause, and then I don't know, I don't think it's, like, I'm doing this correctly because I want to bring them in on the 3 of
Do
dare.
this. Sie verifend, turn left, and they'll do what you want. Go, hold left, 3.
Okay, yeah, that makes
Hold
sense.
left, 3.
Okay, beginning.
Do this again. So you stop on the beat, go 1 left, and everybody do that with me, and go 1 left. So don't move on it. Almost freeze. It's not entirely, but for right now, freeze is a good thing. And freeze left, 3. So they'll keep singing on the freeze, and when you go like this, they'll quit, and it's the prep to 3.
Okay.
1 prep, 3.
Okay.
This is great. I love this gesture, and this is a perfect spot for it. Left.
There we go.
Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah.
That,
practice.
by the way, there are some gestures that are magic that you don't have to practice. That if you do them, people will just follow, and that's one of them. In that you don't have to stop and tell them what to do. You just go. It's very intuitive.
I just had a wrong idea of that.
Oh, did I change your idea?
No. It's the same idea. But
Okay.
like, I was doing it. a different
Your idea
way,
of how
and
to
I
do
thought
it.
would work, but it didn't.
Yeah, well, that's
This is a
okay.
better way.
That's why you have a teacher. It's okay. Draw attention to something that Laura has done that isn't actually in my list of 4 things. I mean, she was using articulation as a means of hermeneutic. So the big thing that she was doing there, she wasn't really modifying the tempo very much. And there was text accent, but it wasn't a dominant feature. But the way she was making a line was through legato. And it was through gesture. She never actually said to do it. Did you mean to do that? Ah, yeah. See, so she meant to do it too. It wasn't by accident. And so watch that. That's. I should include that in my list. I think that's very good. Molly.
Yay! Oh, 1, 2, 3. That was a good one. Vulgus, or vulgus, no. Sorry. While you're getting it out, I'm going to read you guys the literal translation.
Just one verse?
IPA source, what did you say?
How many verses are you reading us?
Just the first one.
Okay.
Yes, just the first. Okay. Forest night, you wondrously cool one, whom I 1,000 times greet. After the loud world's hustle, oh, how is your rustling sweet? Dreamily the weary limbs bury I gently in the moss, and to me is it as if were I again, all from the mad torments free.
So the speaker is talking to the forest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of, yeah, finding
Sort of
solace
creepy.
in the forest almost.
Yeah.
So definitely emotionally assign whatever you think of this phrase, or, yeah, to it. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Does everyone have it out?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong as a conductor, especially when we're going from conductor to conductor, saying, I'm in 2, right? That's not a sign of bad conducting.
Okay.
Like if you're with the orchestra, for example, you always say that. Like they'll get super angry at you. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
so they weren't with you.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why, right? But I think it's great that you're in two. And
I
sometimes
feel like I should have done it before, because like when I did it, yeah, I feel like I kind of lost it and went to.
it was like 1980s sitcom dream sequence conducting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want me to teach you how to do it in two?
Yes.
Or do you want to do it in four? You can do it in two.
I'm down to do it too.
Okay, everybody turn around. Watch. Here we go. Sing for me. So you have to go up. So go 1, 2, 1, 2,
Okay.
1, 2.
So more like up and down.
Well, anytime you're trying to control that, it has to be a lot of up because it's
Okay.
through up that we show that we're still going.
Yeah.
And then watch what happens. It's a great point. I'm so glad you made it. Sideways doesn't have the same effect. So if we go and 1, 2, 1. So it's about that pulling up and release, and it's a lot more than in half. So if you're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. I mean, you're really turning around on about 7. So for going that slow, 80 to 90% of that half note is going up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. Want to try it?
Yes.
It's pretty hard conducting, but it's good for us. Even if you don't completely succeed, the rest of us are learning. So.
Okay, cool.
One, two. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Even longer before you turn around.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2. It's like you start going down at the very last second that it takes the time to get there. So you're not dividing proportionally. You're going down when it's time to sing to the next beat.
Okay.
And so the thought here is that that the brain perceives the falling hand kind of at the rate of gravity.
Okay.
And so you got to fall about that speed in order for us to understand it. Everybody watch, and I'm going to slow it down and show how awkward this is. And you don't know when it's going to get there. But if I go like this and
Yeah.
and it's mostly like
The
this.
drop is almost like.
The drop goes about the speed of gravity.
Okay.
Like if you're going to drop something.
Okay.
The fact that the song is going slow does not mean the going down is going slow.
Okay. Cool. I was like making.
Yeah, try it again. This is nice. You're going to spend all your time working on this, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay.
It's a long time going up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you think, I'm still going up. And I'm still going up. And down I'm going, right?
Yeah.
90% of the conducting is up, 10% is down.
Okay.
Go down at the last second before the next beat.
Okay.
That's really good. It's okay. Okay, so now I've put you through this torture. Go into forward. Let's see what you think about the difference, okay? I would probably conduct this in forward, but maybe I'm wrong on it. So that's what I'm
was much easier.
4 is better.
Much better.
4 is the right way to do it. Now I've learned.
Yay.
All right. Molly, lead us in the one clap.
1, 2, 3. Thanks, you guys.
All right,
So
Jeremy's
much.
going to conduct through. We won't have time to do a lot of work on it, but he's going to do Dinah. While Jeremy gets ready, so there's a reading for Wednesday, and I promised today to send you a reading guide, and that's going to probably happen this morning.
You forgot a very important announcement, though. It's your birthday.
No, it's not my birthday.
It's not your birthday.
It's your birthday!
It is. I know. I hate my birthday, but it's okay.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm dysfunctional.
Happy birthday, dear
Thank you very much.
Sorry, I had to do that.
I know.
I'm gonna be taking this in 3 as well. I'm gonna try taking it a little bit faster, so I think that might help. Just a little bit faster. Believe in yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna try it for you.
Nice.
1,
It
2,
does-
3.
Yeah, go.
1, 2, 3.
You know, it brings the question is, what does a forzando mean in vocal music? It's such an instrumental marking, right? And it was used in the classical period by Beethoven. Like sometimes on Beethoven scores, you see it like on every beat for like 16 measures. And, you know, so anyway, something to think about. Good job, Jeremy. Good job to everyone. Good job.
Go team.
Is the readings posted?